Hi everybody and welcome back. I'm going to go and do some training again today. Well, just like pretty much all my videos at the moment, it's all about training from the holster. So today I've chosen this pistol today. What pistol is it? I can't remember. I think it's this. Is it Shadow Systems? Yes, they are. There you go. The Shadow Systems. I've got the one with the thing on the end, so it's the MR920. There we go, that's what I'm using today. As you notice then, I've got the extended mag on it. Doesn't really make much difference because I'm using unlimited ammo and no need to reload at the moment. That will be in the future, practicing more of that. Anyways, so as you can sort of see, I've got the standard pistol with no optic. Just like my last one, I'm practicing optic shooting as well as iron sights. Remember, it's always best to train both because you never know, one day if your optic breaks, you've got nothing else but iron sights. That's what you've got to rely on, so don't forget to train that as well. So training wise, what I've been practicing on is my draw from a holster and engaging one target only. Now I have chosen, and we'll go there now, boom, this stage. Oh, let me just reset that. There we go. Chose this stage. Obviously I'm training on my own, I don't have anybody with me, so this is the stage where you've got two shooters and you shoot the plates as quick as you can, finish on the blue one, and the old flag turns left or right depending on who shoots the target first, wins the thing. But I use it for my accuracy shooting a little bit. Now where's that pistol going? Right, if anyone knows from previous, I'm not very good for some reason at hitting small stills. So logic dictates that what I should be doing is shooting small still targets. And this one's ideal for it because, again, it enables me to practice from the holster. I get multiple shoots to do, as in you can see there, there's at least, 6 on each side. So that gives me 12 targets to shoot at, one at a time. I can shoot them all at a time, it doesn't really matter. You can do that as much as you want. What I am doing is drawing from the holster, shooting one target, check my time. The idea then is I can then try and increase my speed, and if I miss the target, it doesn't matter. I can always then put it back in the holster and redo it. So what I'm doing here is I'm using my little time thingy-majiggy, that thing that makes it go beep. I'm not sure what you guys call it. I just call it a really annoying beepy thing. Anyways, so the idea is now then, it's in my holster and I'm doing iron sights first. So I'll do a couple of little runs, as in I'll do this side first on these 6 targets with no optic. The optic is obviously the iron sights for this. On the second set, I'll then go back to the hut quickly, put an optic on it, and then we'll have another go and then compare the both. Now, before you shoot in, like I've done on previous, like this morning before I started coming in, I always go over to the 0 and then check my 0 iron sights and optics, so I'm happy where my fall of shot's going to be. Remembering, when you may have optics, your fall of shot could be slightly different. Again, the eye relief and that sort of business. But again, in here, we can't really zero it. It's a standard set. So if you was out on a real range, you could adjust your sights to how you see fit. So that's why I go and check it every morning when I start my shooting, where my fall of shot is falling compared to iron sights and optics. We've talked about it before, but then again, go give it a go. It does actually work quite well. So like before, in the holster, got 6 targets to my front. All I'm going to do is activate the timer. Shot timer, that's it. Use the shot timer on the beep, draw and engage with target. I'm not trying to go as fast as possible, but I am trying to get a consistency. So the idea is I'm going to try, but I'm not really going to try and push too hard just yet. The idea is to build into it. So you could do this 10 or 15, 20 times if you like, it's me, you want, and then gently increase your speed. Now remembering, if you miss the shot or you've taken too long, don't worry about it. Slow down a little bit, take your time, re-engage gently. Now what I mean by that, if I've just taken a shot and I've missed it, I won't try and do the same, try and get the pistol out as quick as I can. What I'll do is go back to the start. I come up, bring it up to my chest, grab the pistol, as you can sort of see it's come to my chest, bring the pistol out, find the sight alignment and then take the shot. Just slow it right down. Don't worry about it. If you're already shooting, you're sort of happy-ish where your fall of shot's going to go and you're landing and stuff and getting your sight alignment, go for it. Why not? So it's all about individual training anyway. You practice how you find that's best. Remember, go watch other people's videos as well, how they train. You might find a combination of my video and other people's videos works really well for you, because that's exactly what I do. I literally cherry pick everyone's videos. I see something I like and go, well, I'm going to try that and see if it works for me. Some work, some don't. That's the way it goes. That's why we train. Right. So where is that pistol going? There we go. So floating pistol again today. Anyway, right, first 6 targets then. I'm not going to rush through it, but I am going to try and do a decent amount of time. Now, on average, if you can see my shot timer there, I have managed to get it down to 0.92 of a second. Again, average for me is about 1.4 at the moment to 1.12. So I'm not overly problematic with that. But again, I do have then time. I've got room to improve as such. So don't, as I said before, don't worry about it. Let's go for it. So we'll do the first shot now. Again, like I said before, if I miss, I'll just reset. So here we go. So on that then, as I noticed straight away, I don't know if you can see it from here, my pistol was slightly over to the top left. Now that's me, I believe, because I've always been like that. When I've been shooting, I was always slightly high left. So I've got to remember now to shoot low right slightly to get more of a centre shot. So that shot came in at 1.32. Let's go and look at the target quickly. And as you said, like I just said there, I felt like it was, well, I could sort of see the pistol was twisted. As you can see, I was aiming for centre of mass and I did hit slightly high and to the left. There we go. So my point of aim was probably around about this area here to get on target. So same again, back to the centre one. There we go. Right. Oops. There we go. So same again, back into the holster and then onto target. So remembering now at this point where I'm looking is what I'm going to say I'm going to be looking for is probably around this area here on the bottom right of the corner, because I know if I'm going slightly left, it will then put me roughly into the middle part of that target. So here we go. That was much better. Slightly down to the right there. Got it 113. Happy with that. Go check the target. Yeah, as you can see straight away, like I said, aimed in that bottom corner area there, and that's where I hit. So much better. So it could be the fact of the first time when I was actually looking, I probably wasn't looking in the right position, was I? So remember, where you're shooting on your target is roughly where you're going to hit. So if you're not looking out, if you're looking up to the left or to the right, it's going to change your sight pictures. Therefore, your sights will be different. Right, here we go. Next one then. Slightly over to the left then, but that was me. I was looking slightly left and I can felt it. And we got 104. So that's not too bad. A little bit lower on that one, but that's okay. Got down to the 9.7, so I'm happy with that. Now let's see if I can get the last two within the 9.7. But again, like I said before, don't worry about it. It's all about practice. Oh, I thumbed it. Now, as I came up, I don't know if you noticed, you see the pistol sort of juddered. As I went to put my hand around the grip, my finger hit the side of the pistol. Now that comes with the fact that I can't actually see the pistol, or I can see it here, but I can't. In reality, I can't see the pistol. So it is all done by muscle memory, and I slightly messed it up. But I got shot off with 9.1, but I was slightly left of the target. So if it was a full-size target, yes, I would have hit. But if I was to say again, shooting smaller targets, no score, is it? So see if we can get it again then. Cool, happy days. Slightly left again. I was looking slightly to the right, but again, it went slightly left. So I know that. I know I need to shoot slightly more to the right. So what was the score? 105. Happy with that. Right, final target then before what to do is switch it back to the optic. Here we go. Okay, I hit the target, but it didn't go down, so there was a lot too low. I think what I've done, as I'm transitioning upwards elevation, I fired before I got onto target. So it was still 101, still got a target. Again, that's still classed really technically as a missed shot because the target did not fall in hit. Okay, that was a bit of a strange one because I swear I hit bottom right and it looked like the strike was top left. Still got it in 9.7. Let's have a quick look at the target. That's okay, it's still a decent shot, but as you can see now then, all my shots are roughly, apart from that one and the first couple, are all really in the same position. That is what you're after, consistency. So from there then, you could continue on for the rest of those, reset and carry on. But what we're going to do for now is go over to the hut quickly, boom, back into here, shove on a sight. Oh, my hands are really shaky, look. There we go, down the bottom. That's it, the Roma one, I quite like. This one's a decent little one. The SIG one, yeah, it's not a SIG pistol. We're down to number 4, I believe it is. Let me just double check the... Yeah, that's fine. Right, back down again then. Off we go. Where I'm at, get into the middle targets, middle box. Now, same again, we're going to do it on this side. Now, you can start from the right side, work your way in, because again, that was the closest one to the furthest one, but it doesn't really matter. So, I will go from left to right. It's just that's more comfortable for me to do it that way, but that's okay. You can do it any way you see fit. So this time now, I'm using obviously the optic. So therefore, am I going to be faster or am I going to be slower? That is the one thing we need to find out. But again, the idea is to be accurate, precise, and all that sort of stuff with both optics and the iron sight. So let's go on to the first one with the optics on. Here we go. Oh, that was a bit weird. To be fair, that looked like it missed target. I was expecting a missed target. Let's have a quick look at that before we check the scores. Just about got it in. All right, I got a funny. Really, to me personally, it felt like it went over to the left a lot more, and I was expecting a no hit. I'll take that. What did we get score wise? A 9-9. So it was quick, but I think I went for the shot too early. All right, so here we go. Get back over there. There we go. Back in the box. Okay. Same again then, back in the holster. Here we go. Oh, see that? So yeah, I did. I think I came in, my wobble, and I turned my pistol over, and as I come up, I think I fired like that. My dot was nowhere near it. You can sort of see it's offside. So that to me is my problem. As I'm bringing my pistol up, I'm twisting. That's why my sight picture and the sight alignment was incorrect. So remembering myself then, slow down. Like I'm going to do it dry now. I come up, keep the pistol over, and then re-engage. Right, let's try that then. Oh, did it again, look, straight off to the right side. So overcompensated that time, so too much to the right. Okay, so that's okay, we'll be 1-8, so okay. I've got time to slow down, so let's slow it right down and then see how that goes. There we go. Nice and slow and up and in, okay? You sort of come up and you sort of notice there that I was slightly more to the right and then I came back over to the left and engaged. So that for me is 1-7, almost, so way over higher than my normal shot count time-wise. So therefore I know what I'm slightly doing wrong. I am pulling more for some reason with the optic for some strange reason. But again, this is why we practice to figure out what we're doing. Okay, so let's go for another one. Wasn't too bad. It was roughly where I wanted it to be. The idea is that's 121. It's a little bit slow, that's okay. I was looking slightly low right, and I did have a little wobble on because I noticed the red dot as it appeared on the white target. So what I mean is as it appeared on, I was like, oh yeah, there it is. But I keep forgetting that sometimes the shot lands just below the red dot. So if your red dot is if only if you better notice it slightly off target, even at an angle, that's going to miss because the fall of shot will be lower than the actual red dot. Right, see if we can improve better at shot on this one. Oh, low again. See that? The pistol had twisted. I know exactly what I done. See how it's moving like that? That's me pulling on the actual pistol itself. That's me creating a harsher grip. So remember, again, that's another thing to think about then, is your grip. If you're overly gripping the pistol, you can start to shake. It's not naturally inside the hand and you can cause problems like you see there. I've overextended slightly and then twisted to try and get it back in, and as I'm gripping it's pulling the pistol over. You can sort of see it as a grip, look, as I pull it in. So the idea to me is I want an equal grip between my right and left hand, and I've got it in a nice comfortable position to take the shot. So let me try that again then. Slight wobble on there and it went slightly right. That's where I was aiming for anyway. It did get on it, but I noticed what I had to do is bring the sight across a little bit because it was slightly off. It feels a bit weird, a lot weirder than this, because you can see the dot moves so much more than the iron sights. That's crazy. So we got the shot in anyway. Let's have a quick check of those targets. You can sort of see left over there, centre, then right. So like I said before, I'm purposely aiming slightly more to the right and I'm hitting the right. So now I can actually then, with the red dot, I need to add a little bit more left to it. So therefore, I know then for a red dot, I need to aim roughly more central or look more central before I take the shot. Right, let's have a go. Got 2 more to go. Oh, what the that was terrible. I pulled the shot and dropped on. So that to me again, I'm just preempting the target. I'm shooting before I'm even in the area. So that's not good. We don't like that again, because in obviously any sort of competition wise, that's a missed shot or a missed target, get your penalties. But technically in real life, if that was a person trying to hurt you and you're doing self-defense and you're putting rounds around them, you're going to end up getting hurt eventually. So the idea is to make sure you're on target. So here we go, one more. That was a little bit better, a little bit low, but that was okay. It was pretty decent, and a 118, so that's not too bad. So I like that. That felt more comfortable. I was a little bit slower. I kept it more central. And let's go and check the sight picture. Not too bad. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, a little bit low, but that's okay. But you can sort of see roughly in that sort of area because I was looking down slightly to the middle part anyway. So not a bad shot, that one. I'm happy with that. That's a decent. If I could do that every time on all the targets, I'd be happy with that shot placement. And the idea now is to practice that and get to it, basically. Right, here we go. Final target then. Bump. Okay, it took a little bit of extra time there, and I had to drop the sight down a little bit. What extra time it took? Yeah, so you can sort of see almost another 1/10 of a second there. So it's 126. So that was 0.08 of a second slower. But I got a decent shot on target, and as I say, it is a decent, really almost centre of mass. So I'm happy with that. Let's look over the top of it. There you go. So almost centre of mass, but that's a good little shot. So that is, here we go, go back over here. There we go. So that is how I am practicing my sight alignments, okay, from the holster. You can use the stuff that's over in the frills. I don't know if anyone's seen that. No, it's not. It's in skills, isn't it? So that one there, that is let me quickly click on it so you can see it. As you can sort of see, this is a purpose one for your sight alignments and your acquisition onto the target itself. So you can do it from holster in here. It does work really well. Or you can do it, as you can sort of see the picture on there, the person holding it to the front. So we'll do another video about this later on, doing it from the holster using iron sights and optics. But for now though, that is what we're up to. That is my training, and that's what I do on a daily basis. I do mix it up. I don't just always use that one range. Like I said, I would use the other ones as well. And obviously remembering with thrills and skills, you've got these available to you. Another one that's really hard, I don't know if you've done this before, is the actual sight alignment one. I mentioned it before. You just click on that, go there. So you can sort of see the sight alignment for certain types of sights that you've got. It doesn't do it for red dot, but generally red dots are a little bit easier, and so you can sort of work the red dot out a bit easier on that sort of stuff. So what, you got a center dot, it's a little bit easier as such, but nothing's easy unless you know how. Same again with these ones. You've got this will go back. It's 3 shots. Every time you hit it, it will move back for you as well. So this is not a bad one for it, but there's no timing on this one. It's just you bringing it and engaging it, and if you then, as it gets further away, if you miss or don't get the blue, it then comes back forward towards you anyways. But that's for another time anyway, so a little bit into that. So there we go. Thanks for being here today. That was me, how I practice my sights and draw from the pistol itself. So remember, don't be afraid to go backwards a little bit and go over some of the skills that we do practice. Don't just jump straight into all the drills and think, oh, why am I not getting it? Well, you sometimes may have to take a step back, go back to the skills, go back to the frills. Okay, and that's it. Now, again, like I said, thank you to everyone that's being here. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, comment, everything, please, on these videos. It will be absolutely fantastic. Again, like I've said in most of my videos, if there's something you want me to show you how I train my sights and stuff, again, there's loads of different ones on here for me to practice with, and I really do enjoy it. So I will put up videos for you in particular if you want me to do something to show you how I do it, and then you can cherry pick it, like I said, to actually increase your your ability to shoot, basically, so make you better. So anyway, right, so thanks again for being here today. I love you lots. God bless you all, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.